Hello and welcome to the Giving Voice to Depression podcast, brought to you by Recovery.com, the best place to find mental health and addiction treatment for anyone, anywhere.
Each week, we profile a guest who shares openly about their mental health journey. They share because they understand that when people don't talk about their depression or other mental health conditions, those of us who do struggle with them can feel like we're the only ones, that there's something wrong with us, and that no one understands. We understand.
I'm Terry McGuire, the creator and co-host of this podcast. You have my promise that we'll keep it real here. Depression is real, and we're not going to sugarcoat our discussions about it.
Hope is also real, and you'll get a dose of that here too. I'm Carly McCullough, a licensed social worker and educator, and Terry's daughter. We've both experienced depression and also support loved ones struggling with it. We're here to normalize talking about depression and mental health in our communities, as well as our families.
And to share real-world tested strategies that have worked for other people who have walked similar paths. Thanks for joining us. We record a couple new interviews each month and also replay some of our best ones from the archive so that newer listeners don't miss out on those.
This episode is from the early years when my Aunt Bridget was co-hosting.
Hello, Bridget.
Hi, Terry.
So recently in discussions at events as well as online, we've been asked to profile some self-help tools or techniques, if you will, that can help us manage our depression or depression and anxiety. And we agree that's a great idea. So stay tuned for future episodes about meditation and some of the other techniques that might actually translate to audio. We're not going to try a yoga session or anything.
Right. And actually, if any of the listeners have any ideas, it'd be great to get some suggestions on what works for them.
Absolutely.
But today we're going to start with a technique called tapping. And it's estimated that 10 million people worldwide have used tapping. Award-winning author Dr. Dawson Church describes tapping, or EFT as it's also called, like getting a massage during a psychotherapy session, because it simultaneously accesses stress on both the physical and emotional levels.
Now, I'm the first to admit that as the grounded Midwestern older sister, I tried this for the first time several years ago with a generous dose of skepticism. But I'll be darned if it hasn't actually worked every single time I've tried it. So West Coast Bridget has been using and advocating tapping much longer. In the interest of both personal growth and possible depression management, we ask only that you listen and try this with an open mind. What could it hurt? And it actually might help, as it does for many.
Today's guest, Brad Yates, is a master teacher of the technique. We'll link to his website and to his YouTube channel, where you will find hundreds. I believe he's actually up to about 800 videos with guided tapping sessions on issues including pain, grief, anxiety, and of course, depression. Today, he's offering us a custom session just for the Giving Voice to Depression listeners. As you'll hear, he first does a quick run-through of where the meridian points are to tap on. He'll explain that further. Then he will run through a generously longer session. We can't wait to hear if it works for you.
Yeah, thanks, Bridget. I'm very happy to share this because it's really a profound tool for helping ourselves feel better. And for most of us, that's a welcome tool, but especially if we are struggling with depression or anything like that. But we also find that there are all kinds of benefits to the tapping, primarily as a stress relief tool. So we have scientific evidence showing that when we're doing the tapping, we're lowering cortisol, which is one of the stress hormones. And as we clear that stress out, we naturally experience a greater sense of well-being, both physically and emotionally. So it's a very useful tool for people in most areas of life. You know, it's a technique that is literally at your fingertips wherever you go.
That's one of the things I like most about it. It doesn't cost anything. You can learn it online, and it's completely portable. Brad says that just like with doing exercises, a few sit-ups will not give you a six-pack, and it might take a few tries to feel the benefits of tapping. It's the kind of thing that people either love and find very helpful, or they totally dismiss it because they're not getting an instant result. So just try it.
But in general, even after just a few moments of tapping, we tend to feel more relaxed and start to experience a little bit more well-being. And then with further tapping, there are all kinds of great things we can do with it.
I mean, even coming down a little bit is huge. It's relief.
Yeah, I'll say to folks, even if, sometimes we'll rate it on a scale of 0 to 10 and say, oh, it's a 9. And we'll do a little bit of tapping. Even if we go from a 9 down to an 8.75.
Exactly.
That's a little bit of relief is better than nothing. And it's also evidence that if I can bring it down even a little bit, that means I can bring it down even more, because so many of these issues we've been carrying around going, it's a 9, it's always a 9, it's a 9 from morning till night, nothing ever changes it. Oh, it's an 8.75. There's a sense of hope there. And I love that.
I love that too. That's what we're all about. Hope.
It's a powerful thing.
So can you tell us, what does doing a round of tapping look like and mean?
Yeah, absolutely. So the very basic version of EFT is we take the index and middle finger of our dominant hand, and with our fingertips tap gently on what we call the karate chop of our non-dominant hand. So if you're going to break some boards with a karate chop, you'd use that edge of your hand right between your wrist and your pinky. So gently tapping that, and folks can go ahead and do this while you're listening. Just tap, tap, tap. So gently tapping there, and we start out by stating whatever the issue is.
And that I love too, Brad, because you're not candy coating it. You're acknowledging what's not working and how you're feeling, and you're starting with that. You're not starting with some pie in the sky positive affirmation.
A lot of people that bothers them about EFT, that we are stating the negative, but it's like, what you resist persists. So, if your dog poops on your carpet, you can't pretend it's not there and walk around your living room. You have to say, it's there, I'm going to clean it up, and then it's gone.
Nice.
So we'll start by saying, let's say, I'm feeling stressed out right now. Rate the stress on a scale of 0 to 10, and then we would tap the side of the hand and say, even though I'm feeling this stress, I choose to love and accept myself. Then we'd go on to tap the beginning of the eyebrow, so right about the middle of your face on either side. And
so the point closest to the nose, sort of above that.
Exactly, yes. And everyone can go ahead and do this. So tapping gently there and say, all this stress. Then follow your eyebrow out to the side of your eye, so right there at the corner of your eye socket. Gently tap there and say, all this stress. Right under the middle of your eye, so sort of following the edge of your eye socket to right under the middle of your eye, and gently tap in there, all this stress. Right under your nose, just above your upper lip, all this stress. Right below your lower lip, just above your chin, all this stress. Now, right where your collarbones just about come together, there's like a little U shape at the base of your throat. And you can tap with your fingertips, or you can make a fist and tap right where the collarbones are coming together. Just gently percussing. So tapping the collarbones, all this stress. And then right under your arm, about 4 inches below your armpit, so it's right about bra strap level, and I'm sure even the guys listening can figure out where that is. And gently tap in there and say, all this stress. And then finally, at the top of your head, using all of your fingertips, tapping around the crown of your head and say, all this stress. And then you take a deep breath. And then you would check again and say, okay, on a scale of 0 to 10, how much stress am I feeling? Because this is primarily a stress reduction tool, we will notice that it's come down. And again, sometimes it's very rapid and the numbers come way down. Sometimes it's just a little bit. And when we're tapping, it's often like peeling the layers of the onion. So we get greater clarity about, oh, I know what's stressing me out. And, often in cases of depression, what we're feeling depressed about are things that we never really resolved from way back in the past, things that we have been programmed to feel bad about. Some event that our programming tells us, you have to feel bad about this, you should feel bad about this, even though that's not a universal law. There are plenty of people who have been through things like that and recovered and healed. With the tapping, we're calming down that stress response such that we have greater freedom to look at things and say, okay, wait a minute. Isn't it possible that I could heal? Isn't it possible that I could feel good? And we also clear the fear about feeling better. Not just that I sometimes struggle with depression, but I have depression. It's part of who I am, or I am a manic depressive. As we calm that stress response, we can look at it and say, okay, this is an issue that I sometimes deal with, and I can do things to take care of myself, but it doesn't have to be a part of my identity such that I need to hang on to it.
Excellent. Can we do a session on depression?
Absolutely. Everyone, go ahead and close your eyes. Take a deep breath. And just following your breath through your body. Go ahead and rate yourself on a scale of 0 to 10. And in this case, I'm going to say 10 is feeling awesome. Just feeling as good as you possibly can. Feeling radiantly happy. And just notice where you are on a scale of 0 to 10. And don't judge yourself harshly if the number is low. Just allow yourself to be aware that that's where you're starting from. And you can use whatever word comes up. I'm going to say, even though I'm feeling down, sort of just a generalized way that might encompass a lot of the different ways that people will say how they're feeling. But if you want to say, even though I'm feeling depressed, whatever word might feel more like it resonates with you the most, please go ahead and use that. So, tap it on the side of your hand. Even though I'm feeling down.
Even though I'm feeling down.
I choose to love and accept myself.
I choose to love and accept myself.
Even though I'm feeling down.
Even though I'm feeling down.
I choose to love and honor myself.
I choose to love and honor myself.
Even though I'm feeling down.
Even though I'm feeling down.
Something's keeping me from feeling happier.
Something is keeping me from feeling happier.
And even though I'm feeling down.
And even though I'm feeling down.
I choose to deeply and completely.
I choose to deeply and completely.
Love, honor, and accept myself.
Love, honor, and accept myself.
Eyebrow point. I'm feeling down.
I'm feeling down.
Side of the eye. I'm feeling a little bit down.
I'm feeling down.
Out of the eye. Or I might be feeling a lot down.
I'm feeling a lot down.
Out of the nose. Some things are really bothering me.
Some things are really bothering me.
Out of the mouth. There's something telling me.
There's something telling me.
Collarbone. I can't feel happy right now.
I can't feel happy right now.
On the arm. I can't feel good right now.
I can't feel good right now.
Top of it. I should feel down.
I should feel down.
Eyebrow point. I should be upset about things.
I should be upset about things.
Side of the eye. I'm not entirely sure.
I'm not entirely sure.
How feeling down is going to help.
How feeling down is going to help.
Under the nose. But part of me says.
But part of me says.
On the mouth. It's not even a choice.
It's not even a choice.
Collarbone. I have no choice about how I feel.
I have no choice about how I feel.
Under the arm. I have to feel down.
I have to feel down.
Top of the head. And I choose to love and appreciate myself.
And I choose to love and appreciate myself.
Eyebrow point. For all the ways that I'm trying to take care of myself.
For all the ways that I'm trying to take care of myself.
Side of the eye. Even when I'm feeling down.
Even when I'm feeling down.
Out of the eye. That's because part of me is saying.
That's because part of me is saying.
Out of the nose. This is the appropriate response right now.
This is the appropriate response right now.
Out of the mouth. This is how I'm supposed to feel right now.
This is how I am supposed to feel right now.
Collarbone. And I love and appreciate myself.
And I love and appreciate myself.
On the arm. For all my efforts to do what's appropriate.
For all of my efforts to do what is appropriate.
Top of the head. And in the moment.
And in the moment.
Eyebrow point. I choose to give myself permission.
I choose to give myself permission.
Side of the eye. To see if there's another possibility.
To see if there's another possibility.
On the eye. Could it be possible to feel better?
Could it be possible to feel better?
On the nose. Is it possible that I could focus on different things?
Is it possible that I could focus on different things?
Out of the mouth. Things that I'm grateful for.
Things that I'm grateful for.
Collarbone. While there are a lot of things in my life.
While there are a lot of things in my life.
On the arm that I can feel really down about.
That I can feel really down about.
Top of the head. If I give myself permission.
If I give myself permission.
Eyebrow point. I could probably find 1 or 2 things to be grateful for.
I can definitely find 1 or 2 things that I'm grateful for.
Side of the eye. Like just the fact that I'm breathing right now.
Like the fact that I'm breathing right now.
On the eye. And every time I inhale.
And every time I inhale.
I don't know. The universe supplies me with oxygen.
The universe supplies me with oxygen.
Onto the mouth. That's pretty cool.
That's pretty cool.
Collarbone. I could allow myself to feel grateful for at least that.
I can allow myself to feel grateful for at least that.
On the arm. And if I give myself permission.
And if I give myself permission.
Top of that, I could probably find some other things to be grateful for.
I can probably find some other things to be grateful for.
Eyebrow point. And I might feel down again later.
And I might feel down again later.
Side of the eye. But in this moment right now.
But in this moment right now.
On the eye. I choose to feel grateful.
I choose to feel grateful.
On the nose. I might even choose to be happy.
I might even choose to be happy.
On a mouth. And would that be so wrong?
And would that be so wrong?
Collarbone. I have it inside me to be happy.
I have it inside of me to be happy.
On the arm. Even if I don't do it as frequently as I'd like.
Even if I don't do it as frequently as I'd like.
Top of that. That happiness is inside me someplace.
That happiness is inside me someplace.
Eyebrow point. And I'm giving myself permission.
And I'm giving myself permission.
Side of the eye. To release what doesn't feel like happiness.
To release what does not feel like happiness.
Out of the eye. To release what does not feel like gratitude.
To release what does not feel like gratitude.
Out of the nose. To release what does not feel like love.
To release what does not feel like love.
Out of the mouth. Because I'm worthy and deserving of love.
Because I am worthy and deserving of love.
Collarbone. I am clearing any doubts about that.
I am clearing any doubts about that.
I am clearing those at a cellular level.
I am clearing those at a cellular level.
Top of that, and clearing them all the way back through my past.
And clearing them all the way back through my past.
Eyebrow point. Back through all the times in my life.
Back through all of the times in my life.
Side eye, where I may have gotten the message that I wasn't deserving of love.
Where I may have gotten the message that I am not deserving of love.
On the eye, those were misunderstandings.
Those were misunderstandings.
Onto the nose, I am tapping into the truth.
I am tapping into the truth.
Onto the mouth, I am a magnificent child of the universe.
I am a magnificent child of the universe.
Collarbone, and I am worthy and deserving of love and joy.
And I am worthy of love and joy.
Onto the arm, and I'm allowing myself to feel that.
And I am allowing myself to feel that.
Top of the head, in body, mind, and spirit.
In body, mind, and spirit.
And take a deep breath. And again, with your eyes closed, just go ahead and check in with how you're doing on a scale of 0 to 10. 10 again being vibrantly happy. And just notice if that number has come up. And also just allow yourself to be aware of different thoughts and feelings and memories that might have come up. And you might want to do some specific tapping on any of those specific events or thoughts. And I often say, lather, rinse, repeat as necessary.
Thank you.
My pleasure. My pleasure. It's a blessing to be able to do this and be of service.
And it's so doable. It's something anybody can do. And when you're stuck in the depths of depression, it doesn't feel like you can do anything. You could do this from bed,
Yeah. It's something.
Yes,
something
exactly.
To take a little bit of edge off the pain.
Exactly. That doesn't require somebody else or money or insurance. Yep.
Exactly.
That's why I love it. All right. Thank you, Brad.
Oh, my pleasure. Thanks. Have a great day.
I know you were doing it, and so was I. If this was a video, people would have been laughing.
I hope they're not laughing. I hope they're doing it with us.
I hope they're doing it too. That's a really long session, and he was really generous with his time. And, we did from the top of the head down to the bra strap line. Over and over, you can do just 2 of those. There are lots online that are a lot shorter and that you can see, which might be easier for somebody who's just starting.
Well, we are going to include a chart with those points, so it's a real good visual.
Absolutely.
Makes it kind of come together and make a lot more sense. Mm-hmm. But I feel really strongly that you have to say it out loud. You can't just think it in your head whenever possible. If you're in a group environment, and just think it. But saying it out loud is just kind of brings it to a whole nother level.
Excellent.
And let us know what your experience is, because sometimes Terry and Steve and I are out here, with our microphones and kind of alone. So please give us the feedback and tell us if you were able to suspend your, skepticism for a second and to try it. And as Brad says, it's kind of like exercise, where if you just do a few sit-ups, it's probably not going to give you a 6-pack.
And when we talk about feedback, another thing is if there are any other techniques, as Bridget said at the beginning of the episode, please email us at either Terry, Terry, or Bridget, Bridget, at givingvoicetodepression.com.
Yeah, because we all just need stuff that works. So let us know what works for you.
Absolutely. I'd love to learn some new things. So thank you very much, Brad. We will be linking to your YouTube and to your website. And thank you to everyone listening, and especially if they kept an open mind and tried that. And thank you to you, Bridget.
Absolutely.
We really hope that this discussion helps give some language or context to your own depression, or ideas for how to support someone else in your life living with it. We invite you to check out the hundreds of episodes in our archive and to explore both the Resource Hub and treatment options on recovery.com. Depression is too dark a road to walk alone.
We'll be back next week.